I tell people every day that Forex is not hard. Forex is not hard. All you just need is the knowledge. Believe you me, you are going to make a whole lot of money and you see yourself becoming consistent. Welcome back to another video of mine. Do it to smash that subscription button. And in this video, I'm actually going to break down a trade that I took on EURCAD and another pair that also break down, show you how I was able to do what, find my entry and be able to capture 100 pips plus in this particular trade. So basically, most of this trade I also did posted it on my Telegram community. So if you are not on the Telegram community, do well to join the Telegram community because that is where everything is happening. That is where I drop my analysis and also show you what you should expect before jumping into the trade. So basically, the first trade I already sent out was what, EURCAD 160 pips markup. And when I did send it out, one thing you need to understand is that my markups usually come with what, expectations. I do tell you that I should wait for so and so thing to occur before taking the trade. As you can see on this particular trade, EURCAD, I did tell them that what you should market was around there. All right, when I did send this market, when I saw this, then I did send it out and set my arrow, telling them that I'm expecting the market to do what, go up, breaking this what last high that was created. As you can see, trend line has already been broken. All right, came here and was forming a kind of accumulation phase. This accumulation phase. So all right, so basically we should expect what, we should expect the market to break and do what, retest, then we picture an entry within here and then rally it all the way up. So that's what I did send out on my Telegram community. Now let's quickly hop into the chart and let me show you how everything later happened. So basically, coming to the chart EURCAD, I actually found my entry on the daily time frame. All right, let's go to the daily time frame and let me show you my entry and how I was able to do my analysis. So basically, in my last video, I also used this particular currency pair, Euro Canadian dollar, as a point of reference when I was teaching some point in the market. So I also told you guys that I'm expecting what, this market to come what, touch this area, touch this what area, and also rally all the way up. But however, when the market comes to this area, that's now what determines what, the knowledge of the trader, how you're going to capture an entry point within that area. So that's basically what I did, and then I went what, on my lower time frame. This is what I saw on the daily time frame. All right, so I went on the lower time frame, basically 4 hour, to see structure, then zoom clearly into the 4 hour time frame to do what, to see structure. So when I went to the 4 hour time frame, I was able to discover that what, that this market came to my what, to my support area and went into accumulation phase. I'm going to make another video on how to trade accumulation phase. Basically, that's going to be how to trade using Wyckoff strategy or Wyckoff cycle. All right, so this is basically what I saw, that the market was in what, in accumulation phase. And as a turn point trader, I'm not going to wait for this accumulation phase to get broken. I want to hop in from the exact turn point. So what next did I do? Discovering this kind of structure on the lower time frame and in my support area and also in my psychological level 1.42500. I went on the 15 minutes time frame. Yeah, I basically went on the 15 minutes time frame to see clear structure. And when I went on the 15 minutes time frame, I was able to discover this. So basically, when I came to the 15 minutes time frame, what I saw, right, initially I was able to picture this trend line here. Let me zoom in clearly. Right, yeah. So basically, I discovered market. Remember that this zone is our accumulation phase zone that you saw on the higher time frame. Right, and one thing you need to understand about accumulation phase zone, if the market is actually making this kind of trend like this and is going up, making this kind of accumulation phase, you are going to expect some sort of sharp break towards the downside before doing what, rallying all the way up. We want to picture our entry within this area and join the what, big rally. And that's basically what I did. When I came to the what, to the lower time frame, this market got broken and did what, started ranging within this area. So I placed this support, this resistance area that you're seeing here. The essence of it is that you need to understand that when a market gets broken, it doesn't mean that the structure has broken. So for this structure to get broken, the last high is meant to do what? Is meant to be broken. And that's why I did send out this analysis telling them in my Telegram community, which which you also saw at the beginning of this post. And as you can also see on the arrow here, that I'm expecting the market to break. All right, retest. Then we found our entry within this retest area, and that's exactly what the market did. And that's exactly what the market did, and we are up in a very big profit. So I will show a screenshot of the trade on the screen so that we also see that I did take the trade. We are not playing. This is it, and that's basically what I saw. All right, this is basically my first take profit. All right, this is basically my first take profit. After this take profit gets hit, I'm also expecting EURCAD to keep doing what? To keep buying. All right, but before we expect the market to keep buying, it needs to break out of the accumulation phase first. All right, so basically what we are expecting and looking to find another entry is for the market to do what? For the market to get all the way up like this, breaking this box. All right, yeah, breaking this box. So retest it. Okay, then when it retest it and give us a kind of bullish engulfing candle here, so we are going to do what? We are going to hop in somewhere here, then our stop loss just below here, and our take profits, you already know where is going to be. Our take profit is obviously going to be what? Going to be all the way up here. So that's it for this particular pay. Let's go to the next pay, which happens to be AUD So you see what I saw and why I also took the trade. This particular pair also, I did posted it on my Telegram community. Let me find it. Euro, where is it? Um, Let me find it. Okay, cool. That's it. Euro, AUD 268 pips. It's not that clear here, all right, because I wanted to capture the whole chart so you will be able to understand why I'm taking the trade. So basically, this is what I posted. All right, let me go to the chart and show you how I was able to take this trade that is already running in profit. So basically, if I figured out my entry on the on the daily time frame. Yeah, on the daily time frame. So if you basically go to the daily time frame, what are you seeing? We are basically seeing a strong support area. Yeah, you can see that the market has done what? The market has tapped into this area of resistance, then finally coming back towards this area of resistance, and also in my psychological level 85.900. That's basically the first thing I look at before zooming into the lower time frame to do what? To find an entry. So when the market came into this area, I had to zoom into the lower time frame by going to what? To my 4-hour time frame to watch at structures. Remember, when we get to the lower time frame, what we are expecting is a break of trend line and what? A break of structure. Although this kind of trade that I did take was a kind of aggressive means of taking. What do I mean by aggressive means of taking? I actually entered on the immediate break. I never waited for the retest. I do not recommend this kind of trading style for beginners. You need to understand what you are doing before you can be able to trade immediate break. All right, what I always expect traders to do is to do what? Trade, to use retest and break to do what? To find your entry point. But in this particular trade, I did not use retest and break to find my entry point. All right, when I came to the lower time frame, what did I do? I was able to discover this trend line here. All right, I was able to discover this trend line. Initially, I first discovered this particular trend line here. All right, when I did discover this particular trend line here, and I went to the lower time frame, which happens to be what? Which happens to be 1 hour. So when I get to the 1 hour chart, what I saw was this. Let me zoom in. Okay, cool. That's it. Great. So when I came to the 1 hour time frame, I was able to do what? I was able to discover this. I was able to discover this particular trend line here. So when the market did what? Did break out of this trend line, retested my last high, sorry, my last low, I was able to do what? Picture at an entry within here. My stop loss was just right above there, and I rallied this trade down. I wanted to actually rally it down here, all right, but guess what the market did? The market immediately came here and rushed back and took me out on break even. My break even was already here, which was 1 to 1. So I did not take any loss on this trade. So when that happens, I actually had to pay more attention on this particular trade, which is what I do tell people. Whenever your market hits you out on break even or stop loss, keep monitoring the trade. It doesn't mean you are wrong. It just means that maybe there are kind of some manipulation that is pushing the market against you, but the market will still do what? Come back. And that was why my second entry on this trade, that was the reason I did not wait for what? I did not wait for a retests. Yeah, because in my years of experience in trading industry, I've come to realize that whenever this kind of thing occur, all right, whenever this kind of thing occur and the market rally you up, is going to rally down immediately without even retesting. And that was another reason why I did what? I did take that trade. So when I did discover this particular trend line from here to here, right, I was basically waiting for a kind of strong candlestick closure on a higher time frame. Yeah, basically a strong candlestick closure on a higher time frame, because in this point I was no longer interested in retest. I was just basically looking to hop in and ride the trade down, because I knew that the market was going to do what? Was going to ride down. So let me show you what I saw. Let me zoom in clearly and show you what I saw and why I did this take this trade. Yeah, let me shift this a little bit so it to be more clear. Yeah, so basically now when the market did get to this area, when the market did get to this area and the market gave me this strong candle, I knew that the momentum was already going down. All right, the momentum was already going down. So I had to do what? Go on to my 15 minutes time frame. You get the point? I hop onto my 15 minutes time frame. When I went to my 15 minutes time frame, I was able to discover this correctional phase. All right. When I did discover this correctional phase, I immediately went to my 1 hour time frame. And what was I expecting? I was expecting a clear, strong 1 hour candlestick closure. And that strong 1 hour candlestick closure actually occurred here. All right, let me zoom in clearly. Don't know if this is clear enough. Let me zoom in so you all will see it clearly. All right, so yeah, I immediately hopped in on what? On this, immediately after this what? Strong bullish. As you can see, this was a strong bullish engulfing candle. Guess how many candles it actually engulfed? So that was why I did what? I hopped in here. Boom. That was my entry here. Right? That's exactly was my entry. And guess what? Immediately I hopped in, the market rallied down all the way down immediately. Although the market did this, but I'm still expecting some sort of retracement, and that is where I will update on my Telegram community for them to jump in, because this particular one, which is somehow aggressive, I understand the risk in trading. I did not tell them to do what? I did not tell them to jump in. So what I'm expecting now is for the market to do what? In the market to come here. All right, once the market comes here, give us a kind of what? Bearish engulfing candle. So if you give us that kind of coffee candle, we are going to take another trade from here. Stop loss right above here, and guess what? We are going to rally it down to 200 pips. So yeah, that's basically all for this video. If you did like it, please do well to smash that subscription button, like this video, turn on your post notification bell, join my Telegram community so that you will also have access to most of my free giveaway. I do a whole lot of giveaways on this trade, like ProFirm giveaway, yeah, and also free mentorship via Zoom call. So do it to smash that subscription button. That's all for this video, and see you in the next video.